everyone. It's my honor and pleasure to welcome you to the January 2021 Nursing Recognition event. We're here today to celebrate the accomplishments of 47 students who graduated last week on Friday. This event provides an opportunity for us to recognize you and welcome you as our peers and colleagues in nursing. I'd like to take a few minutes to welcome and thank several groups of people who've been instrumental in your success. First, I'd like to welcome any members of the Board of Trustees and President's Council who are with us today. We appreciate the stewardship and support you provide for the college. Next, I'd like to welcome Dr. Murphy, the President of the college, and Dr. Redmond, the Vice President of Academic Affairs. Your leadership allows us to meet the mission of educating these future health professionals. I'd also like to welcome any CSM faculty, staff, and administrators, as well as any healthcare or nursing scholarship donors and clinical partners who are with us today. We appreciate all you contribute to the students' education. In addition, I'd like to welcome the faculty and staff of the School of Science and Health who've guided and cared for you while helping you grow into the profession. Family and friends who are here, you've also played a key role in helping each of these graduates realize their dream. It's now time to celebrate their success. As we begin our program this evening, I'd like to introduce Professor Rose Miller, who will describe the history and significance of the nursing pen.
Good evening. I want to thank the graduating class of 2021 for inviting me to give the history on the pen. As I researched the pen, I saw that it's been in the makings for over 800 years. I'm going to go through some slides with you as I talk about them so you can have a visual. The nursing pen started as a badge given to the Knights of the Order of the Hospital of St. John the Baptist, a religious order who tended to the ill and wounded crusaders in the 12th century. So it's been around a pretty good while. The badge was a symbol of service to others. Initially, the badge was a Maltese cross, which was worn on black robes with a cowl and a cross of white linen with 8 points over the left breast. Anyone who was caring for the injured or sick wore this badge. These Christian soldiers were united as a brotherhood who cared for the sick and the poor and the wounded. They would take up arms in defense of Christianity as needed. Later, the 12th century, the badge was changed to a white Maltese cross on a red background, and only Christian soldiers who were knights could wear this badge. The badge represented valor and distinguished service. The nursing badge originated in 1860s after Mrs. Florence Nightingale was awarded the Red Cross of St. George badge for her selfless service in caring for the injured and the dying in the Crimean War. Shortly afterwards, when Mrs. Nightingale started the Nightingale School of Nursing at the St. Thomas Hospital in London, she decided to award the most outstanding graduate nurses a badge for excellence, just as she had been awarded. The Wolverton Royal Hospital School in England was the first nursing school to award all graduates with a badge. In 1880, the badge was refined and changed to a pin. Bellevue Hospital School of Nursing in New York City was the first to award a nursing pin to every graduate. The pin's design is unique to each school and nursing program. This associate degree program that you're graduating from, was started in 1979, with the first ADN pen being awarded to graduates in 1981. At that time, the college's name was Charles County Community College. On July 1, 2000, Charles County Community College's name was changed to the College of Southern Maryland. So the nursing pen for our nursing programs had to be changed also. What you see on the screen is the present day nursing pen for the ADN program. The nursing pen symbolizes a rite of passage for graduates into the professional world of nursing. The graduate is now a part of the nursing profession. Nurses care for patients daily with commitment, honor, and courage, and we certainly are seeing that in this day and time. Our CSM nursing pin is a symbol of this commitment of the honor and courage to our patients. So go forth into the world of nursing, wear your pin with pride. It signifies you are a graduate of the College of Southern Maryland's Registered Nursing Program. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Rose. The next part of the program is probably the moment you've been waiting for as we move forward with the presentation of candidates. Faculty pinners have been selected by the students, and they will be Dr. Sarah Cano, Professor Morag Dahlstrom, Professor Linda Hamill, Professor Robin Madeira, Professor Deborah Rutledge, and Professor Robin Young. Dr. Cano, would you like to start?
Absolutely. Congratulations, graduates. Our first one is Ruthlyn Adriani. Courtney Elizabeth Alvey. Faydat Amo Legbe. Brian A. Ansel. April Ann Bautista. Ian M. Beard. Stefania Bianco.
I'm continuing. That was Stephanie Bianco. Now I'm doing Elise Cockrell. Allison M. Collins. Amber N. Cooksey.
No.
Margaret Catherine Cooper. Renata de Oliveira. Christina Folks. Alexandria Fox Erzman. Rachel E. Gardner.
Shelby Delane Harold. Alexa Ray Harris.
What do you want me to play?
Lisa R. Hulso. Cheyenne Miriam Hook. Richard Quinn. Shelby R. Johnston. Grace J. Kim. Adrian King.
Katie Klotz. Katie is also the recipient of the Achievement in Nursing Award. Congratulations, Katie. Alexis N. Labrosse. Stephanie Michelle Lewis. Tamara Magda. Sajaya Mayfield. Michelle Miejas. Darianne Messenger. Sarah Jo Miller.
Alexandra P. Myers. Alexandra is the recipient of the Academic Achievement in Nursing Award. Congratulations, Alexandra. Heather O'Donnell. Courtney Lay Olivero, Brianna M. Palumbo, Tatiana J. Baus, Jenna Pixton Felix, Julie Pham, Layla Poultice,
Brianna Nicole Reed, Monique R. Sebo, Fatu J. Sisaho, Deshauna C. Smith, Stella Stover, Caitlin Willoughby, Krista N. Young.
We're so proud of all of you. Let's take a moment and congratulate all the graduates.
Congratulations.
Yay! Go, Brianna!
Congratulations.
Yay, April!
Yay, Caitlin.
Yay,
Renata again.
And we did notice that we inadvertently skipped over Logan Byers' slide. So we also want to congratulate Logan Byer.
Congratulations to everyone. If you would like to continue your celebration, please feel free to use the chat to continue celebrating those in your family and friends. Well, we have talked about the graduates, we've talked to the graduates, and now it's time to hear from the graduates. Christina Folks is the class representative who will provide us this evening with some reflections from the nursing class. Christina?
Thank you, Professor Ragland. Good evening, graduate nurses. I am so proud of us, not just of what we have accomplished, but the way we achieved it together. As many of you know, I joined this cohort in your second semester clinicals after welcoming my third baby. Hi, Marshall. You took me in and you made me feel included. I am honored and humbled to speak to you today. Throughout our time together, we have become a close-knit group, and I will be a better nurse for having known each and every one of you. This program is intense, even in ideal conditions, but 2020 offered us nothing but challenges. However, we chose to face the challenges together. Shout out to Zoom, Google, and Facebook for keeping us connected in the virtual world. Despite the virtual setting, we built a community of support and encouragement, competing with the content, not each other. We are a group that recognized that we are stronger together, and we wanted to see each other succeed. 2020 was the year of the nurse, and what a year to graduate from nursing school. Against all odds through this trying year, we came together, and here we stand, united to face the challenges of entering the nursing profession during a pandemic. Looking at each of you, I see the bright future of nursing ahead of us. And as I look at all of these boxes, I see faces and photos and black squares with names I have only heard about. So hello to all of the family and friends that supported us behind the scenes and occasionally got caught on camera. At least my daughter is fully clothed this evening, right, Hensley? Hi, sweet girl. It is so good to see all of you. We could not have done it without you. Thank you for letting us assess you repeatedly when pulses and intercostal spaces seemed so daunting. You persevered as we handed you flashcards with words you couldn't pronounce. You fed us, even though we left many meals uneaten to run to the computer after getting a cryptic notification from My Learning or a text from our study group. You picked up the slack as we spent countless hours studying. You proofread many papers and became APA experts alongside us. You told us it was okay when we had to miss one more thing. And we definitely missed a lot of things. I know many of us are parents and would join me when I say to my own children, you amaze me. Mom being in school wasn't easy. There were some very hard moments along the way. All the screen time was pretty cool though, right, Whit? Hey, bud. But you truly weathered it all with incredible positivity and strength. Thank you for always believing in me. The look of pure joy on your faces after my final exam was the best. I love you, and you make celebrating today so extra special. To all of our support people, thank you. You helped us cope with the additional anxieties of nursing school. You held us when we experienced disappointments, and you celebrated with us when we achieved our goals. 2020 was not an easy year for any of us, so thank you for your unrelenting support and encouragement on our journey to become nurses. As we focus on 2020 as the year of the nurse, we must consider the great influence of Florence Nightingale, the mother of modern nursing. She contributed significantly to the development of the nursing profession we enter today. Thanks to her, our education is founded on evidence-based practices and respect for persons. We enter a profession that is highly respected. For the last 18 years, Americans have ranked nurses as the most honest and ethical professionals, and knowing each of you, I can see why. Florence Nightingale filled many roles. I personally think foremost of her role as an educator. Education has been at the heart of my own journey, and as I consider our collective futures, I recognize that I envision her in this role because I believe that education is the mother of hope and progress. In our time together, we have learned so much from nurses in the role of educator. Nurses we admire and want to emulate, nurses who made their knowledge and skills available to us, and nurses who took the time to teach us. To the faculty that invested in our education, we sincerely thank you. You shared your passion for nursing. You empathized with us as whole persons, each with our own challenges, and you offered patience and encouragement along the way. You embraced technology and made us laugh when we wanted to cry. You showed us the importance of offering care and compassion to ourselves and each other. We will carry your wisdom with us as we find our footing as new nurses. On our journey, we have also encountered those that require us to reflect on what we wish to do better. As Florence Nightingale mused, were there none who were discontented with what they have, the world would never reach anything better. 2020 certainly offered a healthy serving of discontent. But like Nightingale, we did not give or take an excuse. We overcame countless challenges with a vision for something better. Experiencing our cohort come together and support each other gives me hope for progress. I feel incredible pride becoming a registered nurse alongside each of you. So today, I hope we are inspired to be advocates for progress. We are the future of nursing. Together, we can reach for better. I encourage all of us to lean into the community we created. This next year will be difficult, but we can choose to face it together. Reach out when you need camaraderie and strength. Use that strength to foster support and encouragement in your role and commit to doing so throughout your career. Be the nurse that inspires others. Choose to be inclusive. Choose to embrace diversity. Choose to be stronger together. Nursing's future has never looked brighter. Congratulations, class of 2020. We did it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Christina, for those thoughtful and heartfelt words. Finally, this evening, I'd like to welcome Professor Jeannie Hill, who will be making our closing remarks. Jeannie?
Good evening, CSM colleagues, friends and family, and most importantly, nursing graduates. I am honored to have been invited by the graduating class to give tonight's closing remarks. Tonight, we have gathered here to celebrate you and your accomplishments of finishing nursing school, despite the challenges thrown at you in the past 10 months. You have faced multiple challenges. Last March, a sudden switch to online classes and virtual clinical experiences abruptly removed you from the hands-on settings. You were isolated from your peers, your faculty, and your support groups. Face-to-face learning was replaced with Zoom, and I know how much you will all miss your hours on Zoom. Clinical settings became the vSim scenarios with absolutely no glitches whatsoever, of course. Study groups were interrupted. Classroom interaction was dramatically changed. Despite those challenges, you are sitting here tonight and have just received your ADN pin. You all know Florence Nightingale is the founder of our profession. In a movement to honor Florence Nightingale's 200th birthday, the World Health Organization deemed 2020 as the International Year of the Nurse. And what a year for the nurse it has been. Nurses have been at the forefront of the COVID-19 pandemic, working tirelessly to care for those suffering while trying to protect themselves and their families as well. You will have the privilege and the challenge of entering the profession during this time. Many of you know I like to make promises. You've heard me say I promise multiple times this past semester. In fact, many of you, when you were doubting yourselves, I promised you that you would be here today, and here you are. With that said, I make realistic promises, and as you prepare to enter the profession, I have a few promises that I would like to make you. I promise that there will be shifts where you won't eat, drink, or go to the bathroom for 12 hours, which is great preparation for road trips, by the way. I promise that there will be 12-hour shifts that will turn into 16 or even 18-hour shifts, but you will stay because you will care that much for your patients and your coworkers. I promise that you will probably be talked down to by a provider, a coworker, or even a patient's family member, probably at a time that you are advocating for your patient. Advocate anyway. I promise that there will be days so hard that you will not know if you can go back tomorrow, but you will. I promise that your heart will break with every loss you experience. It never gets easier. But I also promise you that most days you will be appreciated by every single patient you take care of. I promise that you will make a difference every single day. And I promise you that you will go home after every shift, no matter how hard it was, knowing that in some way you made that difference. I also promise you that you will know in your heart that you did everything you could and you gave it your best, no matter the outcome. And lastly, I promise you that every single day, even those hardest ones, will be worth it, always. Throughout this past semester, I taught you mainly about OB nursing. However, as you embark on this challenging yet rewarding career, take with you the most important lessons I can give you. Never stop asking questions. Never. Ask all of the questions, do all of the research, commit yourself to lifelong learning. This will ensure that you are always doing what is best for your patients. Listen to your gut. If your instinct is telling you that something is wrong with the situation, it probably is. Stop and listen, pay close attention. It will not fail you if you listen. The right decision is always the decision that is in the best interest of your patient. Keep the patient at the front and center of your decision-making. You will never go wrong if you make the decision that is best for those you are caring for. Engage yourself in the extras, committees, organizations, lawmaking. You will be tired, but engaging yourself in these extras will help ensure that you are always at the forefront of evidence-based practice. You all just finished trends. You know that term very well. 2020 was the year of the nurse. 2021 is your year. Embrace it. Learn, laugh, cry, struggle, succeed, and then repeat. This is your chance to do what you have been yearning to do, what you have worked so hard to get to these past few years. You will touch many lives throughout your career. Do it with pride, confidence, skill, and knowledge. Most of all, do it with your heart. It has been my pleasure to be a part of your nursing education. I am proud of each and every one of you. In closing, I will share my favorite quote with you, once said by Picasso. The meaning of life is to find your gift. The purpose of life is to give it away. Give your gift to every single patient you ever encounter. Congratulations. This now concludes this evening's ceremony. Thank you all for coming and supporting our nursing graduates. Graduates, on behalf of myself and my colleagues, congratulations.